preparation for the rock and roll war. Under the flag of peace and love, your native country to set it free. In the air, on land, and on the sea. Ponder on a red golden crown. Sing the judgment's glory, hammer down. The patriot within their valiant hearts. Keep them hungry for the liberty love. Make it just until the aggression's still controlled. Into the diamond steps, into the desert storm. Caught between legions of saints. Caught beneath the living guys of saints. See that we are doomed to drown your hopes. Marching to the destiny, no ending to July. Don't wanna leave the battlefield without a sign. Engaged on the right by my side, Marines. They're fighting for you, Marines. They're dying for you, Marines. Keep your honor clean, Marines. You are the chosen ones securing the world. Universal soldiers to the bone. And for my brothers, you'll get what you deserve. Down the bloody road to war, Marines. They're fighting for you, Marines. They're dying for you, Marines. Keep your honor clean, Marines. On any killing fields, Marines. music, forget the day, and dream of a girl I used to know. I close my eyes and she slipped
Afghanistan, say goodbye Taliban, free elections in Iraq, Saddam Hussein locked up. Somalistan underground, Al-Qaeda now is finding out America won't turn and run once the fighting has begun. Libya turns over news, Lebanese want freedom too, Syria's forced to leave. Don't you know that all this means Bush was right? Bush was right. Bush was right. Democracy is on the way, hitting like a tidal wave. All over the Middle East, dictators walk with shaky knees. Don't know what they're gonna do, their worst nightmare is coming true. They fear the domino effect, they're all wondering who's next. Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Ted Kennedy wrong. Cindy Sheehan wrong. France wrong. Zell Miller right. Economy is on the rise, kicking into overdrive. Angry liberals can't believe it's Cousin W's policies. Unemployment staying down, Democrats are wondering how revenue is going up. Can you say tax cuts? Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Cheney was right. Connie was right. Rummy was right. Blair was right. You were right. We were right. The right was right. Bush was right. You got that right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Freedom in Afghanistan, say goodbye Taliban, free elections in Iraq, Saddam Hussein locked up. Somalistan underground, Al-Qaeda now is finding out America won't turn and run once the fighting has begun. Libya turns over news, Lebanese want freedom too, Syria's forced to leave. Don't you know that all this means Bush was right? Bush was right. Bush was right. Democracy is on the way, hitting like a tidal wave. All over the Middle East, dictators walk with shaky knees. Don't know what they're gonna do, their worst nightmare is coming true. They fear the domino effect, they're all wondering who's next. Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Bush was right. Ted Kennedy wrong. Cindy Sheehan wrong. France wrong. Zell Miller right. Economy is on the rise, kicking into overdrive. Angry liberals can't believe it's Cousin W's policies. Unemployment staying down, Democrats are wondering how revenue is going up. Can you say tax cuts? Bush was right. Bush
back to Mother
Hi,
Base.
everybody. Konnichiwa and whatever the Italian word for hello is.
Uh, Pin Pin Des. I am Pin Pin Worldwide.
Yeah, this is Ichiban Misato. Desu. Hi. I'm just
I am a
Italian.
Lolita
High schooler.
snake.
And
Yeah.
Questo è Lolita Snake. And we're here
Yeah.
to, we're actually here this is episode 2, it's mission 2 of Mother Based. We're calling it Don Rummy Rehab. And
Yep.
we're going to talk about, we didn't actually do nearly as much research this episode, but we found out about this guy, Don Rumsfeld. And apparently he had a lot to do with the Iraq War, with the Afghanistan War, which is pretty relevant at the moment, in a sort of what some might call a coincidence, what others might realize is not a coincidence, and such things don't exist.
There's no such
Kabul
thing
has
as a
fallen today.
coincidence.
There's no such thing as a
No
coincidence.
such thing as a coincidence.
And
Our
Kabul
energies
fell
are
today.
aligned.
Our energies are aligned. The fact that you're watching this means that you are energetically aligned with the resonant frequency tone 36 of the Intellectuals meme page fandom, which is the Instagram Intellectuals resonant frequency tone.
Rule 34.
It's close, and actually it's not a coincidence. I could go into that, but I'll go into it later why that's not a coincidence. But there's been some material about this on Intellectuals that we won't rehash. So the focus of tonight is Don Rummy. And I'm going to talk about him a little bit. You know, he gets a bit of a bad rap, but
I mean,
you know,
he's so
I think
good-looking.
you'll find that he actually has some pretty interesting outfits, which very good looking, very handsome. If you look at him, something a lot of people don't know this about him. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but let's just say he's a Chad. Let's say he's a bit of a Chad.
A short king, some would describe.
And okay, well, you spoiled it, but anyway.
But what is he, like,
He's a bit of a
5'4"?
short king. He's a bit of a short
Carpe diem,
king. 5'7". What is he, like,
Carpe diem,
5'2"?
bitch.
Anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit about Don Rummy. We're gonna do a fit check, and then we're gonna do a little bit of Warzone streaming. We're gonna talk a little bit about the surveillance state, about GWAT, about Don Rummy, and about Kabul, about all the good things. And you know, we're gonna a little bit of a spoiler alert. You know, you kind of already saw in that intro. It's gonna take us to some interesting places, including Saddam's hole. And part of the joy of tonight is actually
in Saddam's hole lately.
we're gonna actually figure out exactly how we ended up in Saddam's hole, what Saddam's hole is like, what the inside is like, how damp it is, how wide it is, and other sort of interesting figures of merit.
We're gonna get all up in that hole. We're gonna fuck it up.
We're gonna So
We're gonna blow the
I
walls
hope
out of that hole.
we hope you'll enjoy joining us on this exploration of Don Rummy and of Saddam's hole through the lens of Call of Duty Warzone. Well, without further ado, I think it's time for a Don Rummy fit check.
Yep.
You want to pull that up, Pin?
Yeah, coming right up. Uh-oh. Where did they go? Aha! Here they are. Great. Alright, so let's get into it, eh? First slide.
Okay, so this is Don Rummy when he was at Princeton, when he was in college, and I think it's just an interesting photo because it's got what many would describe as alpha bone structure, others would describe as Chad bone structure, and it's interesting to me because he just looks like a brick. He looks like a brick. Like he looks like one single piece of ceramics or something. He doesn't quite look like a person. It's it's impressive. I would give this probably 10 out of 10 on the Chad scale. The fit, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
In the 50s image. You'll see he's got the tie bar. He's got the really small tie. I'm not actually usually a fan of this, but you know, it kind of works with that crazy gigantic kind of Germanic jaw he's got going on that just screams hate crime. I think it works. So I give it a 10 out of 10. Chad wise, I give it probably 9.5 out of 10 fashion wise. What do y'all think?
I mean, see, here's the thing. It's definitely a strong jawline. However, you notice that there's the sort of Irish double chin kind of creeping in at Don Rummy, and he's probably
totally.
23, 24. You know, that's kind of no
22
excuse.
here.
Exactly, that's
21,
no
22.
excuse. That's no excuse for having such a strong Irish double chin. He'd be better.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna have to say, I mean, the eyes are great. You know, it's a very symmetrical face, as you can see.
You don't
Kind
think
of a
he? You don't think he?
confident smile there, like he knows he's up to something.
Okay, but I think with a jaw like that, you could throw out an eggplant, and I think he deserves credit for that.
I mean, the thrusty is definitely insane. I'm gonna say
Imagine so when
nine.
you think
I'm
about a
gonna say
double.
9.5.
Okay, good, yeah. Lollet Snake, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I like the tweed suit. Tie bars never, or collar bars, whatever those things are called, never really like made that much sense to me. We were talking about the Iraq War earlier, but instead of Iraq War, what about Roka wear for this guy? Let's get him in some streetwear.
Yeah.
I think we could bump him up to a solid 9 if he was, wearing a tracksuit. But
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah. Agreed.
I'm gonna give him an 8.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna
Alright,
I'm
solid
gonna go
8.
back to Lollard Snakes. I'm gonna give him an 8 as well. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright, okay. Alright, next
Alright.
fit. Alright, so you have to actually look in the top right. Top right is Don
Oh,
Rummy.
oh man, hang on.
And-
Let me fix this. You have to give me a second. Excuse me.
And so I'll give a little bit of background. So Don Rummy is flying a sort of military intelligence and like kind of control aircraft, which you can see behind him. I believe it's an S2. And this was kind of in the 50s era as well. He basically did naval ROTC and ended up,
Wow.
even though he went to Princeton, ended up joining the military as a pilot. So I'm actually gonna have to dock him some points for being that much of like a nerd. Like it's like you went to Princeton, you don't have to like whatever do that. You can like literally just go work for Rand or whatever. But so I'm gonna have to dock him points on that, even though I do have a large mil fetish and am a former military contractor. So
Right.
I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10 on this one.
Didn't W also do the Air Force ROTC when he was in college?
I forget if he did ROTC, but
Was that
he did the reserve and like basically just like I don't think he like actually like flew any missions or whatever. Like Rumsfeld ended up staying.
he
pretty
did. I mean, he
involved.
did fly like
Yeah.
aircraft, but he didn't. I mean, obviously, like he didn't participate in like the Vietnam War or anything like that. It was all like domestic flights over like Texas or something like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't actually know if Rumsfeld did anything either, but he did at least stay in the reserve for a while, like a true nerd, for decades after. So, it's a bit of a little bit of tarnish on an otherwise fairly illustrious and Chad-like career, and fairly Chad-like vibe. But everyone's got their sort of virgin or nerd tendencies.
I mean, I feel like the flight suit kind of stands right between Virgin and Chad to me. Like, I feel like it depends on who's wearing it. I can't really tell how big and bulging Don Rummy's biceps are. I mean, in theory here, he could be a fucking twig nerd. Probably doesn't even
That's
fucking
right.
bench
That's right.
press.
His jawline does not. His thrusty does not. His game does not look as strong here.
Yeah.
His bicep game questionable at best. It's
Questionable.
at most
Questionable.
7 again. I'm gonna say it's not a good look.
I'm gonna say 4 out of 10. And also,
I'm gonna
look
say-
at the wait.
I'm
I
gonna
wish we
say-
could draw on screen here, but look at that pose. Look how
I'm
he's
in the
leaning off
side.
to the left. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah, he's
A
leaning-
true
I'm
Chad
gonna
would be
say-
standing directly in the center. This guy over on the left, top left of the screen here. I mean, he's really facing the camera, and that's like, who is he bending towards?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of contrapposto, which is associated with the ancient Greeks, which is associated with homosexuality, which is what ultimately unstrung the ancient Greeks. So take that.
Yeah.
from me,
I'm gonna
Will.
give it a
I mean, I will
4.
say.
I'm gonna give that
Gonna
a
give it a
4.
4.
He
Okay.
he definitely has like a diagonal green bar posture, which we all know is associated with
Beta.
with being criminally sus. Yeah, beta.
All right, maybe we should just run through these a bit faster. Maybe.
Okay, let's go through these a little bit faster. So this one, I love this one. To me, this one, it screams flat top and inherent vice. It looks like Josh Brolin. This
Yeah.
is when he came out
Yeah.
of the Navy
Yeah.
and he basically became a sort of junior, house member. Beautiful. At this time, this guy was actually going to U Chicago when the Chicago School, when like Milton Friedman and the Chicago School were like inventing like modern like financial like theory and like literally like destroying the world. So like this guy was going there. This was not his job. He was going like, again, the only thing you can say against him, but like actually because it was like so like incredibly disgusting, I actually think it like flips over from being nerdy into being like just like next level psychopath, which I appreciate. Like he was literally like already in Congress, and he was in his free time. He was going to like watch like Milton Friedman like give talks about how like um absolutely everything should be like free market, and like you should just tear up any vestiges of like, you know, like social welfare. This guy did not need
we
to do
really
that.
just
He
need
was
to
going
fuck
above
the
and
shit
beyond and
up
going
out
to
of
like, I mean, can you imagine? Imagine going to like, imagine being like having like being gainfully employed and then like going to like lectures like that. So I mean, it's above and beyond. And ordinarily that would like dock points, but like it's like so psychopathic to like go out of your way. It's like it's really impressive to go out and like be like on the forefront of like the Chicago school. I mean, like, you know, that's like real go-getter like psychopathy. So I respect that, and that like to me this is the best image. It gets a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
around.
say I like the fact that he looks like he'll step on my throat and crush it in one swift motion. So I'm
He
gonna
looks
give
like
that
he'll
a
like
10.
he'll step on your throat and then he'll give you throat with that like incredible jawline.
Yeah. I just wish that I actually knew how to practice phrenology, because I would love to learn all of the tantric secrets that are like hidden in like that wild ass head of his.
I know we haven't even talked about
It's
his
just
like
like,
skull shape, but like
yeah, it's
some
just like
very strong
insane. I
Germanic
mean,
like power in there. Yeah.
yeah, we've like covered like the jawline
Oh my
pretty
god.
succinctly, but I mean, just look at that dome. I mean, he's got a dome in addition to probably giving great dome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, the
moving
two are
Yeah,
on.
correlated. That's like phrenology. All right, next one.
Okay, so this is obviously Josh
This is
Brolin in a
that is
haircut.
Josh Brolin.
That is Josh Brolin. I'm gonna give that Josh Brolin's out of 10.
so this is when
Yeah,
he started
definitely
growing
give
his hair.
Josh Brolin an 11.
This is kind of a modern Rumsfeld as we know it, but
This
like
is
very
right where
Don
he started
Draper
growing his hair out.
chatty. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna give this
Yeah,
this is actually my favorite Rumsfeld so far, so I'm gonna give
it's
this
a great
one.
one. To me, it's a solid 9. It's not quite as sociopathic. Like the idea of like getting a buzz cut while being in Congress and then also going to Milton Friedman seminars is like complete psychopathy. So I
Crazy.
like love it.
Yeah.
But like this is like it's a little bit more normy. I mean, obviously it looks a little bit better. I'd say it's a 9.
I feel like yeah, I'm gonna give
I really like the.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to give a shout out to like the large print paisley tie. That really works,
Yeah.
especially like in this era. It's very much like a statement piece, I think.
He's like, you know, I don't want to give, you know, I would like to destroy every social program in America, but I'm also kind of a fun guy.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, like, I bet he was.
I'm gonna give
I like
this
that,
11
he was.
WMDs out of 10. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, this is with Dick Nixon.
Him chilling with Tricky Dick, Don Rummy and Tricky Dick in a single photo.
And a child who's, I guess, is the president or something.
I feel like
That child.
this is not a great photo. I'm gonna give this 1 out of 10 Watergates.
No, it's not a great photo. It's not a great photo. I agree.
There's the stupid kid. I mean, that docks another, couple points.
Rummy himself, he looks
it is-
good here. Nixon looks very like relatable in this picture. Like he looks like he's kind of having fun, but that kid looks like shit. So
Yeah,
I'm
kid
giving a
looks like
full
fucking
point off
loser.
for the kid.
0
Yeah, that
points.
kid just looks like fucking trash.
Yeah.
If that kid
Garbage.
is still alive, they should definitely KYS.
So it's interesting. It's interesting because Don Rummy spent like he was in the like Nixon and like Ford administrations, and he had like 60 different like jobs in the cabinet. They just kept shuffling him around, which like is very interesting. He like literally started out like basically like managing social welfare programs, which he was like, I hate these. Like, why do you want me to do them? And they were like, nah, like just do them. You can cancel a lot of them. He was like, all right, and so he started doing that. And then he shifted around a lot. So I actually don't even know what his fucking position was in this photo. But keep going.
Yeah.
And, I do like the look. From glasses, I'd say like a solid 8.
Right. I'm gonna say 8. Yeah.
There he is
8.
with Gerald Ford. Let's go to the next one. And here he is with Gerald Ford. Now this, obviously, you can see him in the background. Obviously, the power players in here who are getting like 16 out of 10 are fucking
Yeah.
Brezhnev and Ford. Brezhnev and Ford are just, I mean, like, out of this world right here. But I mean, I think Rumsfeld actually gets a boost. It's kind of like when you get a lot of photos of like lots of like girls in them, like they kind of average out, right? Like that's kind of the mother base strategy. If you actually see photos of us individually, we're hideous, but like all three of us together, you're like, okay, like, here's three waifus, right? So it's like kind of same phenomenon here. I think they actually lift up Rumsfeld and it becomes a 9 out of 10.
Fisker
Yeah,
says you're
it's the
absolutely
Sex and the
right.
City strategy.
You're absolutely right to
Mhm.
question whether they explored each other's bodies, and I think that's a very good question. I'm gonna say yes.
I can't imagine. Look at Brezhnev. Brezhnev definitely
Brezhnev, I feel like he gives
like
whole.
absolutely. I mean, yeah, we actually did write some fan fiction about this image as prep, which we're not gonna like go through. Maybe like later we'll go through it, but like we do
Paywall.
have like that's actually going to be paywall. We're trying to figure out a subscription model. Probably if you want access to the 50 to 60 pages of fan fiction we developed, it's going to be we'll figure that out later, but we're not going to talk more about it right now. So next image. This is a great one. So here you have a different Tricky Dick, right? Old Tricky Dick is out, and you got Dick Cheney on the right. And I know some of you might not have seen Dick Cheney when he was young, but he was a stunner. Look at that guy on the right. And so, I said he held a lot of positions. Here he was chief of staff. Dick Cheney, deputy chief of staff. Chief of stash. Know what I mean? Because, probably something you do. But, I think it's kind of a boring image, actually, of Rumsfeld. I think Dick Cheney kind of steals the spotlight. I think Gerald Ford, he's back to being a little bit of a beta here, and not a lot to go off of. I love to see Don Rummy happy, but to me it's just a 6 or a 7.
I'm gonna say. Oops.
Really like the.
Sorry. I'm gonna say 6.
Go for it, Pimpin.
No, I'm gonna say 6.
Once again, just going back to like style, I really appreciate like the width of those collars on his jacket. Very nice. Can't really see his tie, but I'm assuming it's on point as it usually is. I'm gonna go.
Let me see if I can move my head.
Oh,
there, now you can see his tie. Sorry.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, and like very nice like pointed collar on the shirt too. I'm gonna stay with an 8. I think he looks good here.
Great.
He's aging gracefully.
He is aging gracefully.
How many more of these do we have, Masato?
We have quite a lot, so we can start to go through here's
okay, you know what? Let's just lightning round. Just rate it off the top.
Here he is being sworn in as Secretary of Defense for the first time. Many people did not realize he was sworn in twice as Secretary of Defense. Here he is serving under Ford after the Halloween massacre. Okay, next one, 8.
Whoa.
8.
Who's Kissinger in the background?
9.
I'm gonna stick with 8.
Okay, 8.
Shout out to Kissinger in the background though.
Okay, here I'm getting slight beta vibes again, but like here it's a little bit more Chad because it's like, hey, I'm Secretary of Defense and I'm taking the opportunity to fly the B-1 Lancer for the first time. He gets a little bit of credit for developing the B-1 Lancer program, but of course he did not initiate it. It was part of our runaway Cold War military spending, and he just sort of saw it to completion. At the same time, B-1 Lancer proved to not be a particularly useful weapon. The sort of Tupolev aircraft, which looks sort of similar, is more performant in a lot of aspects and is still in service, whereas the B-1 Lancers largely fallen out of favor. So the B-1 Lancer kind of drags him down a little bit here, but I say that the flex of just doing this as okay, 9. Next image.
Did you write all these notes for this that you're going through? Did you write blooms for each image, or are you just saying this at the speed of light?
No, I learn things about things I'm just what happens when you work in the
Masato is passionate about things, Pimpin.
I was just passionate. I was a very passionate weapon development specialist, and then salesperson, and then lobbyist, and so kind of sometimes it comes out.
Oh, here he is.
Who is also a 15-year-old Italian girl.
I'm also 14 years old and an Italian VTuber.
Here's Reagan.
I think this was pretty good. I kind of like the incredibly tall high socks. To me, that's like a very defensive power move. It really reminds me of like the virility of like thick calves that we see in like sort of the kind of like Louis.
My dad has really thick calves.
That's great. I bet he gives great head.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. I think he's in a coma or something.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't joke about your dad.
It's all right. He's fine. I see his like I think it's like his like ex-boyfriend or something. He's like a cowboy, I think. But every once in a while he just comes by to check in on me and just see that I'm doing all right in Italian girls' school.
That's good.
All right, let's rapid fire
I,
these.
I give it a 9. Here's
9,
9, 10, 11,
10,
11.
11.
11 for the company. Sticks, he looks ghoulish.
Yeah, he's dying inside.
Yeah, 4.
and
Was the
outside.
like
4.
20-year period where we don't really know what he did except that he like sold like nuclear reactors to North Korea?
Face,
Next.
face,
Wow.
face.
Um,
7.
giving that a 10.
He's giving Gilf. He's giving Gilf.
He's giving big gilf energy.
Yeah,
It's very
Gilf
polished.
energy.
Love it. Next slide.
Uh,
Give it a 4.
5.
Give it a 4. I'm gonna have to be honest.
Yeah. All right, next slide. In
Give
front of
it a
9/11.
15
10.
out of respect for our country.
10.
Respectfully, I
Full
give it a
respect.
15.
Yeah.
I give it 1
Um,
respect for our troops and 1
I
respect
gave it
for
a
our country.
9/11.
Yeah.
Give it a 9 out of 11.
Okay, moving on.
I actually give it the European 11 out of 9. That's a 7 going. Is when you've been kind of messing up a little bit.
So I'm gonna say
It says it says short king vibes, but you know, yeah, 7
yeah.
or 6. Next. Yeah, it's an average photo. I'd say 6.
Pass. I'm gonna pass it. It's not even worth discussing.
Yeah. He's getting a little bit
hate
old, you know. It's you know.
Why is he as a man smiling? I'm gonna give this a 3.
I think he has a beautiful
Yeah.
smile, and I like it.
I don't like when he smiles. I like when he like looks more like kind of you know, inert. But you know, yeah, I give it a 5. Next. Yeah, here they are doing the Pentagon Memorial, where you can see everyone's kind of getting like emotional about. Everyone's getting emotional about all the people they killed when they fired that missile at the Pentagon, and you know, I would be too. And they seem to be erecting some kind of like surfboard or something like that as a memorial. I give it a 6. And let's go to the last one.
Oh yeah.
And here's the last one. I give this like
Oh my God.
I give this 11 out of I give it
Yeah.
11 out of 10 because this is like great because like for some reason like
He
this
looks
like
a
type of
ghoul
like
in
neocon
in
like
Fallout 3. He literally looks like a
Yeah,
ghoul.
yeah, he's giving off big he's giving off big hey smooth skin vibes in this picture.
Hey, smooth skin.
I also want to
What's the matter? You never seen a ghoul before?
comment on I want to make a problematic comment on George W. Bush's weight, which seems to be a little bit kind of higher. I'm a little disappointed. I'm used to him being kind of a skinny legend, at least looking that way. But
You know what they say about skinny men? They have huge cocks.
Yeah, I never heard that, but
You never heard that?
no,
Somewhere-
I don't know. I'm trying to talk
I
about
hear
the
that
president.
all the- I
I'm
hear
trying to
that
talk about the president
constantly.
here. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll let you continue your neurodivergency.
Anyway, so the president here seems to have gained a little bit of weight, and it's a little bit disappointing to me, but it's okay.
Oh wow,
and,
fat phobia much, Ichiban?
No, I just I liked him how he was, you know. Well, anyway, that concludes
You
our
don't
Don
think
Rummy
that he's
fit
living
check.
his best life in the photo, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think he might you know, need to I don't know, just it just doesn't seem normal for him. Doesn't seem normal for his sort of BMI, what we've been seeing. You know, I am
see.
not fat phobic. I love all body types. I just think that he was setting a good example before, and it is what it is. Next image.
All right,
next
well
image.
played.
Do we have any more images? I think this is the last one. I think we're good. We're done.
No, we're good to go. So that was a Don Rummy fit check. I'd say overall, very Chad behavior. I think he gets a bad rap, and I don't really know why. His outfits have mostly been on point. And so I would say he overall was probably, and he was Secretary of Defense twice. You know, like not a lot of people get to do that. So
I mean,
probably,
he
like, 9 out of
irrefutably
10.
has the drip. Like he irrefutably.
He has the drip. I'd say 9 out of 10 public official.
Yeah, I wish he was still alive so we could bring him back one more time.
Oh man, one last job. We need you
Well,
for one last
Yeah.
job, Donnie.
I think it's it's no coincidence. Like we said, there's no such thing as a coincidence. Kabul fell today, Afghanistan fell today, and I think,
Inshallah.
I think, it, I mean, mashallah, like fallen, and I think if he was here, he'd be interested in kind of seeing what had happened. I think it's a bit of a bittersweet day as we remember Don Rummy and as we remember his legacy. But I think that we can all kind of pay our last respects to him, and then kind of go try to empathize with what's going on over there the best way we know how, which is by playing Call of Duty Warzone.
But
Yeah.
before we
Wait,
do that,
we have to
wait.
do the prayer.
Yeah,
to
we need to
him.
do the prayer.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready?
Not my idea, but okay.
All right, fine. Well, okay, you ready?
I like the
All right,
prayer.
fine.
I like it. One, two,
It's
three.
fine, whatever. All right. Donnie
Sama, who art in Kabul, may you watch over us as we spread freedom throughout the land. May our aim be pog and our blade be pega.
And our blade be pega.
May our enemies be cringe.
and
And
suffer
suffer a fate worse than a thousand Christians. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's play that real. Because I get real emotional thinking about this, and I just kind of, I want a bit of catharsis right now.
I'm getting a strange vision of my father.
Think I would do you was standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's a very clear vision.
Out
that I
here,
have.
my friend,
Respectful.
and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. And we got everything I would do, you was standing.
All right. Amen. Amen. Thanks,
We play it like.
man. You want to play it again? I think that's enough. I think we've made our point here. Donnie Rum, base individual. Absolutely nothing controversial about anything they did. They get a bad rap for no reason, etc.
9 out of 10. Great outfits.
Etc.
Great
Etc. Should we get into the game?
All right, let's get into the game. Let's get into the lobby.
All right. Carpe diem, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to play some fucking Call of Duty.
Mamma mia, carpe diem.
Should we do like a plunder match where we don't, where we still respawn if we die, so we can warm up?
Yeah, I think plunder's fun.
All right, let's do plunder.
Oh yeah, plunder's pretty fun. Let's do a little bit of the old plunder.
I fucking am loving the Chris Dorner skin that you have on.
Oh, thanks.
man.
I love this skin so much. Oh, well, now that we're live, I can finally tell you about my $1 million idea for a video game to make. Y'all want to hear it? I think that Call of Duty Warzone should just go whole hog and into like the Chris Dorner skin and just do like a battle royale game where like all of the skins that you can pick are just like either like mass murderers or like school shooters or whatever. So you could have like Chris Dorner, Ted Kaczynski, the fucking Sarnaya brothers, Adam Lanza, Dylan and Eric from South Park, just like all of them. If you put them on an island and let them just go hog wild. I think that would be a good game.
I think that's a pretty good idea. I feel like, yeah, it would be kind of tough because you would like. I think what you'd really want to do is like have it set up so that like most of the like players are like unarmed though, or else it's like just kind of
Oh
like.
man.
I think it's disrespectful to not do it that way.
Yeah. Or I feel like you should maybe just like each character is kind of like specialized to like whatever crime they committed. So like some like characters can like only like have like like small arms like proficiency. Ted Kaczynski clearly would basically do like stealth and bomb stuff.
Right, yeah. Right, your like loadouts would be like character lock. Okay. Let's see.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yeah, I do not remember this game.
Taking fire here.
Try to Padilla, motherfucker.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, I'm thinking carbon.
Suck on my dick, I fuck your mother.
Hey, buddy. Oh.
Okay.
Base.
Wait, how do you do that crouch thing? Ah!
Made for target location.
You press circle.
Press circle. Okay, alright.
Wow, I'm already dead.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Damn.
I think we're still in the pre-match.
Yeah, where are you guys? Okay, X to deploy parachute. Alright, when I'm falling this slow, why would I
You're done
bother?
warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
It's kind of crazy that like all we have of the Iraq War are just like references, like media, but like none of that. Oh
I
my
think it's
god.
really cool that we like spent $1 trillion and like made a bunch of like stuff like this and like
None of the
It's just,
assets
like,
for my
nothing out of it.
airplane from like the load from like the drop loaded were just like floating, hovering in the sky.
Space.
Yeah.
Let's go to this salt mine.
so alright, you guys tell me when
I'm dropping.
Okay, alright.
I'm just going where all the gamers are. Let's fucking kill this guy. Let's fucking kill this guy right here. Where is
I
he?
really want to get a helicopter.
Wait, where'd he go?
We need to get a helicopter.
Oh yeah, here we go.
I love how your parachute deploys so quickly. Oh god, I'm dead.
Where are you, Masato? I'm coming.
I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm also on my
Pushing
way.
Here,
Oh,
help me. Help us.
Oh, Steph, maybe we should play that song. Should we play that song?
Which song?
Have you forgotten?
No, which song?
Kind of what?
Have you forgotten?
Forgotten what?
The song, forgotten what?
What did we forget?
No, wait, what have I forgotten? What song?
It's the song.
Wait, what
Have
song?
you forgotten?
Yes, what song is it? I forgot.
Have you forgotten?
Yes.
The song, it's called Have You
Wait, hold
Forgotten?
on. Wait. Where? Can
I
you
don't
shut
know
up?
what you guys
Where
are
are you
talking
guys?
about.
Where are you guys? I like have not played this game forever. I literally. Okay, I see
You're
you.
floating,
Wait,
yeah.
okay, what song? What song?
Have you forgotten?
Yes. What song
What
is
have
it?
we forgotten?
Oh my god, I'm
no.
getting shot already. Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright. Let's go do war crimes. Ow.
Oh my god. Fuck. These guys. Okay. Oh, alright, hold on. Save me. Give me that big needle. Need that fentanyl. Give me that needle.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
I'm getting absolutely
For
dumpstered.
gore.
I'm just gonna play this song.
Wait, which song?
Have you forgotten?
Yes, which song is it?
Forgotten what?
Wait, what? There's a carpe diem, state fora, a bababara, state fora, carpe diem. You know what I love about being 15 and Italian?
Everything?
What?
He keeps dying. You have the best, sayings.
Solid copy.
We don't have any cash. Why are you calling a cash drop?
I don't know how this game works anymore. I haven't played it in months.
Okay, we gotta go. Let's go. Follow me. We're gonna go find the
There's
guy.
a pile
with
of
the most
cash right
money.
here. Why can't we take it?
That's
Yeah,
no.
what?
That's that. There's no cash there. You're calling it to drop off cash.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I thought we. You
Oh, I thought I was
literally.
calling for a cash pick. I thought I was calling to get cash dropped off. I thought.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I
That's
thought.
like
That
the
we would get
dream
cash
job
by
right
calling
there.
cash. It's not.
Yeah, I
not
thought
clear.
you just called it and you get a cash.
It's not clear what's supposed to happen.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh, I got a cash balloon. Okay, based. Let's go find some
Recon.
people to
What's-
fight.
The team is
Okay.
already on a contract.
This guy just has a lot of money on his own. He's doing better than we are. We are completely broke.
You told me we'd play this game and I would get to talk about weapons, and all that happens is every time I see a weapon I get killed.
Me scusa.
Waypoint.
Thank you. Thank you for the save, while it's stink.
We don't need this war.
Alright, let's teabag.
But I say there's some things worth fighting for.
How do you squat? How do I squat?
What about our
Circle
freedom
button.
and this piece of ground?
Okay. I'm using a dignified way to play this game, which is like a keyboard and a
We used-
mouse.
We played this on PS4 before you downloaded it on PC yesterday.
Before you start your preaching,
We're literally never gaming on this stream again. This has been such a mistake.
I'm having a blast. I don't know what y'all are talking about. This is like fun. It'd be different if we like played games that were like, you know, a little bit more.
Skill based, not luck based, obviously.
Yeah, like Among
Skill
Us.
based game. I'd be if it was a skill based game.
We should play like a.
Better. Guys, you heard that they're adding sex to Among Us.
Yeah, apparently you get to fuck your mom in a Among Us now. Oh, I'm getting
Oh,
done
wait, we
by
gotta
somebody.
shoot
Enemy UAV overhead.
Have you for gore?
Before Gordon.
Have you for Gordon? One.
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 Two.
One.
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 Two.
One.
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 Two.
One.
One.
One. One.
One.
Two.
One.
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 Two.
One.
Dude, shut the fuck up with that two shit.
I want to find a.
Okay, you've not listened to the counting song. Why are there so many enemies on this map?
Well, we gotta go. I think we got a UAV. Oh shit.
Oh god, what the fuck?
Or just a helicopter above us. All right, come
Oh,
on.
I guess
Lucas.
Adam's son is an enemy.
Let's go find someone to fight.
I took some
Yeah,
pot shots
got
with
one.
that helicopter.
Nice. I'm gonna fucking. Next time you down someone, let me know. I wanna do a war crime on them.
Take out this helicopter. Man, where'd they fucking go?
Ba 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 ba.
Where are you guys?
I don't know. I'm like running around the map looking for people. Let's see. What's
In
this?
like some kind of Russian Home Depot.
Oh, I found you.
We gotta get some cash, dude. We only have $87,000. That's not even. That's like one semester of college tuition. We gotta get more money. Oh my god.
Oh god. Helicopter. Can you use a sniper rifle on a helicopter?
Can I just shoot it with this?
So it's interesting because actually, I don't know how accurate this game is. It's not very accurate. It's not very.
Yeah, I killed it.
And,
Oh, I fucking blew it up.
Yeah, I blew it up with
Oh,
my
wow.
airstrike.
Oh,
oh my god, giant pieces of it keep falling on me.
Nice.
Alright, let's get this money.
Okay, I'm capturing this cargo.
Let's get this money.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to get this shmoney.
Yeah, kind of a deal. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Okay,
I got some
alright.
cash.
We can put a kid through college now. Worth fighting for.
How are we doing? Are we winning yet?
Uh,
Are we in the lead?
No, we are not in the lead.
How do I put body armor on or whatever? I just give it thumbs up.
Oh my god. Another one of these? I don't have a airstrike this time.
Ah!
I'm getting shot at by like multiple things right now. Damn, this sucks.
You guys suck. Go, man.
Blew up
wait,
again.
wait. We got the. Alright. Let's go. We gotta get to the top.
I got it. Oh shit, but someone fucking got me. I blew up the helicopter, but then someone fucking got me.
At the top?
Can I revive you or are you dead?
I'm on the roof of the Russian Home Depot.
How'd you get up to the roof? Ah! Oh, okay, I'm dead too. Alright, I just lost $72,000.
Alright, don't worry, guys. I'll carry you. Bad. Carpe diem, man.
Carpe diem.
Adesso fuori. Che cazzo di merda.
Ora. Mamma mia.
Chad is asking if we can tell them about Ghostbusters. Snake, can you do that?
Yeah, I guess I can. So, so y'all know about like that, how like that Lady Ghostbusters movie came out, and it was like pretty like unremarkable, but at the very least it like took place in New York, and how like now they're making like a new Ghostbusters, but it takes place in like Iowa for some dumb fucking reason. Well, when I was at community college, I took a screenwriting course and I wrote my own treatment for Ghostbusters 3, which basically like takes place in like oh wow, cool! I'm visiting my own dead body right now. It takes place like in like 2012, like right after they'd completed the Freedom Tower or whatever the fuck it was called. And it's basically about how, like, after they finish the Freedom Tower, it becomes animated by the collective ghosts of all of the people that were killed on 9/11 in the World Trade Center, because after being granted the sort of like omnipotent vision that you get as like a dead person when you cross over into the afterlife, they all found out that 9/11 was an inside job and they'd basically been killed as like a way to like start an oil war. So like so the Freedom Tower becomes sentient and it basically just like starts stomping its way across New York City, just like destroying buildings and like killing people and shit. And and so like in the interim between like Ghostbusters 2 and like this film, when like the war in Iraq and Afghanistan started in like the 2000s, as the U.S. Armed Forces made incursions into like the Middle East, they realized that they had to deal with a lot of ghosts in Iraq and Afghanistan, a lot of jinn. So the Ghostbusters became military contractors to handle the extermination of Muslim-type ghosts in the Middle East. So y'all know that like Rick Moranis. So y'all know that like Rick Moranis like retired from acting after his wife died, so he could like be like a good dad and stuff, which is it's like very admirable. But so like the way that we would like write out his character was that like he was put in charge of like Ghostbuster operations in like Iraq, and he basically just like saw so much ghost carnage that he developed PTSD and ended up taking his own life.
Permission to suck dick, you mean?
But yeah, yeah, permission to suck dick.
Permission to see the dead.
The primary plot is that like New York is actively being destroyed by this
Wait a
by
minute.
like the ghost.
Snake, John, real quick. Do you mind if I develop PTSD?
Potential
Permission
Go
to
stack
for
start.
it.
Permission to start drinking.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I'm kidding.
Go off,
Yeah.
please.
No, I already started.
Anyway,
I
so
don't,
there's
I don't
basically
know.
this like
Sorry, go ahead.
so there's
just
this, like,
asking if you
ghost-
got the job
what job?
at writing for Ghostbusters 3.
Job?
No, because that would mean that good culture was happening, and we live in a world where that is emphatically like not true. We'll never get good culture anymore. So except for Mother Base Stream, where the world's less so. So like the primary plot of the film is that like the ghost of the World Trade Center is like rampaging its way from New York down to Washington D.C. to like stomp the shit out of the White House and the Capitol building. It's like basically like hunting down like all of the actors that like helped to like commit 9/11 in the first place. So the Ghostbusters have to find what they have to do is they have to find the one man that can help them like finish this job, who happens to be the crisis actor that played Osama bin Laden. They find Osama bin Laden, who's actually living in the Villages in Florida, and he wants to sort of like cleanse himself of all of the sins that he's committed in his life on behalf of like the deep state. So he commits to it, and what they realize is like the only way to destroy the ghost World Trade Center towers is to do 9/11 again by resurrecting the ghosts of the two planes that flew into the World Trade Center towers and reversing the positronic fields of their phantasmagoric bodies, so that when they come into contact with a negatively charged phantasm, they'll explode into whatever that cum that ghosts are made out of in those movies. I forget what those are called. What that's called. So they find like the planes and they like flip it, but like so these are just planes. They still need pilots. So the guy that the crisis actor, the CIA asks that like portrayed Osama bin Laden, commits to flying one of them because like he kind of wants to die with like a clean conscience anyway. And then Bill Murray's character, who's the person who like got them involved in becoming like war profiteers in the first place, commits to flying the second one because he's also dying of lung cancer at the same time. So this will allow him to have like a noble death. And then they do it and they win, and then like afterwards there's like some quips and stuff. I was thinking that like a cute joke would be that like right before the plane crashes into the ghost of the World Trade Center tower, Bill Murray will like light up like one last cigarette, and he'll like look over into the co-pilot seat, and Slimer will be like sitting next to him, but he'll be wearing like an old-fashioned like aviator's cap, and like he'll have like a little silk scarf on. He'll be like right there like with him, ready to like perish in a fiery explosion. But yeah, that's my pitch for Ghostbusters 3.
That's fire. I would
Actually,
absolutely watch the shit out of that.
there's no women in it, right?
I mean,
No, Sigourney Weaver comes back, and like now instead of being like a tuba player or like an art refresher or whatever the fuck her job was in the second one, Now she actually just like works for like the Defense Department. And for most of the movie, Bill Murray is like still trying to bone her, and she's just sort of like, I'll have to take a rain check, you know.
Can I give you my
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Yeah, well, and also like the hot like nerd secretary's still in it too.
Fire.
Know that lady?
No, I don't remember. I haven't seen Ghostbusters since like 2009.
Well,
Can I tell you my idea for Gremlins 3? Well, it's not my idea. It's my friend's idea.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really good. Basically, it opens with like the main kid, but is grown up, and basically they're being tortured like constantly, along with the fucking main gremlin. I can't remember the main gremlin's name. What is it called again?
oh,
Here.
fuck, what is his name? I know they're called
Oh,
Mogwai when they're
Mogwai,
like
yeah.
not gremlins.
Yeah. So it's like with the so basically it's like
Here. Found an ink.
Mads Mikkelsen is like torturing them, and like
Oh.
they open the door
Mads
from the torture
Mikkelsen's
chambers
just
in. They open the torture chamber, and you realize they're on like a cargo ship in the middle of the ocean, and, and basically the guy holds
Whoa.
Mads Mikkelsen holds a Mogwai over the ocean and drops them into the ocean, which causes them to multiply.
I just watched Snake and Splat.
Whoa.
Which causes them to multiply, but then they rise up into the sunlight, and then they explode, which causes like basically natural disasters all around the world. Because they just keep
Oh.
multiplying because of water, and then they keep getting into the sunlight and exploding. Which like causes earthquakes and like tsunamis and shit.
That's insane. I really like the fact that you've handpicked Mads Mikkelsen to be
Oh, I didn't. This is
like
my friend,
the
but yes.
antagonist.
Mads Mikkelsen is, I mean, he's the best. He's the best leading man in any role ever.
Totally.
We really fucked that one up. That was a really bad game.
Yeah, I was pissing when we all deployed, so I actually came out of the helicopter at the last second. It's called the Englands.
Maybe we should just get into a vehicle and drive around. Maybe instead of trying to win, we should just like do like a
Yeah, let's just
like a
cruise.
vision
Let's just
quest. Cruise
vibe.
around. Yeah.
Wait, can't we just? Yeah, I have no idea how this game works. I would certainly prefer
Yeah.
just vibing.
And Ben,
I mean,
could we
yeah,
just
let's
like
just
put
vibe
like
in
the
the Iraq
weekend
war.
on and
Right, I like.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well-
like,
This is a great
the way,
idea.
let me be clear. Let me be clear. The way this was described to me was that we would go into Afghanistan, and I would get to admire a lot of different weapon systems and talk at length about them to you guys. I didn't
Sorry, that's
expect
not how it
to
shakes.
fight
It shook out. War is messy, Misato.
You told me that we would
Yeah.
get to see a lot of cool guns, and I would get to talk about
War?
them.
War has changed.
Fine. Whatever. I just want to get in like a helicopter and talk about guns for a while.
It's interesting though. The main thing about like Warzone to me that's interesting is that like rather than it actually just like straight up taking place in like Iraq, it takes place in some sort of like vaguely Eastern European state. It's like kind of like poorly defined, but it's obviously supposed to be like a like post-Soviet environment. And I don't know. I've always just thought that it's like kind of like what?
And like sufficiently thoroughly proved that we like that I think like people like incredibly trying to like make things in them where like the outcome's unknown because like it's like yeah well like it's eventually
Yeah.
whereas like maybe I don't know maybe it gets through I mean this is probably not true but maybe it gets through like as it like that's happen so you can I guess it's like you can theorize about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly like my whole like opinion about like the state of like of like American warfare is basically that like we're probably like doomed to fail like any fight against like another like great power because we're just like too soft and like fucked up to like actually like successfully do warfare like on like a grand scale, which is why we like keep committing to like these like cucked proxy wars in like third world nations. It's because like we're too afraid justifiably to like actually like confront like another entity with like comparable resources to like us. Are y'all familiar with the Millennium exercises?
Yeah. Wait, when are we dropping?
The Millennium exercises are like super based. It's basically was sort of like a simulated like naval war against Iran, and like the guy who like the admiral they put in charge of like being like Iran basically like kicked America's ass in less than like 48 hours.
Well,
It's like it was like
Millennium exercises were like really great because it was like we had all our weapon systems like this like simulated war in the Persian Gulf, and like what the like other guy did was like he was just like, oh okay,
just do guerrilla tactics, like just do like small.
I'll send 400 boats with like bombs on them and like destroy the fleet, like getting it like close under your like close like defense systems, which are like geared against like a small number of like Russian anti-ship missiles or something. And like he just like so quickly like destroyed them in the mock exercise that they're like, wait, time out. Like time out.
Yeah, we're gonna reset. You didn't play by the rules.
Fair, man. That wasn't fair. Like US is supposed to win, which is like just so based.
Yeah.
Just like really.
Yeah, and then like he just straight up quit. He was just like, all right, well if you guys don't want me to like whip your asses, I guess I'll just you know, go home.
And now he actually exits out. That's why it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I fell out of the
like,
Jeep.
like
Come back, guys.
He's like, it's like I like to play on the winning team.
Pin, I fell out of the Jeep.
Oh no.
I tried to lean out, but I pressed the wrong button. Oh my fucking god.
Let's just drive around. This is kind of like in high school, and like we drive to like 7-Eleven and just kind of beat around. We like put a song.
Yeah.
We put on Have You Forgotten?
I did. Oh yeah. I didn't play it before, but I'll play it again.
Or put on the song from like the Drive credits.
We're getting shot at.
Fun.
We're getting shot at.
Out of here! Out of here!
We're ruining the vibe.
This is really fucking ruining the vibe.
This is not my fault. I didn't shoot him.
I'm kind of asshole. Fucking shoots at you trying to vibe.
Seriously.
Alright, this is much more chill. This is much more what I was picturing, like Call of Duty Warzone being like.
Stay home.
This dude.
Let's do donuts. Let's do donuts in the parking lot.
Okay, this is much better. Yeah, the Millennium exercise is really, really interesting. I mean, it's like generally pretty fascinating because like they're like most of our weapon systems, and they're like pretty like bad and like single purpose, and they're all very expensive. So like obviously everyone's like very familiar with like Joint Strike Fighter, right? So like JSF is like about $3 trillion. It's like piece of shit that's like now being fielded after like decades. And it's like really interesting to me because I think what you're gonna see is like so like everyone heard about like when like that US planes were on at first, but you know like actually Yemen and like fired those like missiles that took out like you know like they caused like what was it? It like basically shut down like all of Saudi Arabia's like oil capacity, like oil like refining capacity. And that was like drone attacks, and they're relatively inexpensive. So it's just like to me, it's I mean not like those were like whatever, like literally like the drones like you know you use or whatever, but like the is that like computational technology, right? Like smart weapons have gotten like
Someone shooting at me.
like
Oh man.
super cheap because I mean we're just here to sit and talk. Just get us away from it. But like smart weapons have gotten it's actually way cheaper because you can basically like build like simple, you know, kind of weapon systems out of. You can build weapon. Thank you, Carrie and Lust. You can build like simple weapon systems that can do like smart stuff, like you know, go to a certain GPS like target, stuff like what we had in the Gulf War and like really like global war on terror. You can build that stuff out of like $20 Raspberry Pi board and like model rocket kit stuff. Or like if you think about like there's this interesting like, so there's some like nerds who basically are like model rocket fans, and they were like, hey, we should try to like make a model rocket that can land itself the way that the SpaceX like first stage can land itself. And so they basically built a sort of advanced little control system for their model rockets that they just build for fun that can actually self-land. And that's a lot harder than building a model rocket that can like go to a target and like deliver a payload. Like landing, that's like a higher degree of precision or whatever. So it's just like, I mean, it's like interesting because like they just like released it open source because they're just like nerd enthusiasts. So it's like, it's really funny because like that's the kind of stuff that like for a few $100s you can like basically build something that like the US probably spends like $600,000 a pop on. And I think that's just like increasingly going to be a thing because like once you like get like the software like out there for those things and the schematics out there for those things, they're out there, right? Like they are just publicly available knowledge, and the actual hardware just keeps getting cheaper and cheaper, especially for sort of like low grade stuff like this. So I think you're just going to see a lot of stuff where it's like, yeah, like, here's a like $300 smart weapon that is about as performant as, it's like 50% as performant as like a US like $500,000 smart weapon. And so it can be fielded in like insane quantities by like just random, like non-state actors, or by like even impoverished states that like the US has like tried to, economically destroy. And so, I mean, it's like war has changed, as Solid Snake
War
once
has
said.
changed.
War has changed. It's like it's just gonna, I think, increasingly be about how useless and overpriced like American weapons are when it comes to like American dominant stuff, where it's like everything that we have is going to be increasingly available to other people, and
Totally.
they're going to have much better insurgent tactics and adaptability. Their primary purpose with war fighting is going to be winning, whereas our primary war like purpose is to like feed the arms industry. So like at the end of the day, we just don't care. That's not the priority. Priority is to like basically graft, right? I can't see us winning almost any single war in the future. I mean, really,
Yeah,
it's hard to
same.
imagine us winning any meaningful war.
Because everybody
we'll still
else
be
is
able
just
to-
like a lot hungrier than we are.
Yeah, like we'll still be able to, at a cost of like $80 billion, like maybe accomplish one small tactical objective like pretty efficiently. We're like still pretty good at that. Just we are such a rich country still. We're like,
I mean, we can't even like pull off
so rich,
coups
but,
in like the global south anymore. Like we completely we've done like 2 years
I
at this
know.
point where we've like fucked up like
Bolivia.
coups in Bolivia and Venezuela. It's like, what the
I know.
fuck? Like the CIA just used to
Not
be able
the
to like pull
America
that
that
shit
might-
off in their sleep.
Well, I mean, look how they never got Castro. Literally tried to kill him 1,000
That is
times.
true.
That didn't work. So I mean, they were always kind of like pathetic about it. Like they just had a lot of resources, but it's definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, they got like
it's gone downhill. I think.
Patrice.
Yeah, no, they did a lot. They did a lot. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of kidding. It's really more of like a testament to how impressive. Oh shit. Okay, enter SUV. Yeah, I think I will. Wait! Don't leave without me. Wait, how do I get in?
Oh my god, this thing's fucking big.
It won't let me get in.
Get it on the back, Masato. You have to hop up.
All right. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna crouch. I don't like killing. I just like selling weapons to people who like killing.
We need to find you a weapon. Let's go to
Yeah,
that
my
loadout
dad
drop.
doesn't like.
Let's go to this loadout drop. Get you some weapons, huh?
Yeah, sounds good. I wanna.
Oh, there.
Don't like a Gatling gun.
Watch out, guys.
Oh.
Watch out, guys. We're under attack. Alright. Get out. Go to that loadout drop. Right behind. Here, come with me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Loadout drop. Okay. All right. I got a weapon. Kind of like what Master Chief said. I need a weapon. Then he got a weapon. Remember that?
yeah, that was crazy.
That was kind of crazy.
You will never get a weapon.
You will never get a weapon.
I'm driving.
I need a weapon. He will never get a weapon. right, someone drive us out of here.
Mime guns? I feel like you're gonna need me.
I'm guts, let's go. Oh
I'm gonna
god,
play
there's already
C4 on the back of it, you know? No survivors.
That's right. Alright, let's get out of here.
If one of us goes down, we all go down.
Alright, Richard Dorner taking us out of the hot zone. I'd love to see it. No, yeah, Katie Martin, yeah, spending more time is in their or money to achieve nothing is in their interest, absolutely. Alright, I'm thank you for reviving.
We're getting chased in the car.
In the car. Yeah, they literally just want to have an excuse to spend money on stuff, and that's why we'll never win another war again, because the whole point is just to spend money on shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You're
fuck,
going into
missed.
the smoke, bro. Oh no, we're gonna die. Oh no.
Oh god.
See you guys later.
No.
Run, Misato, run.
Shimmying away.
No, don't run into the smoke. What are you doing?
Oh god, okay, I want to save my friend. Alright,
No.
that's fine.
No, you're gonna die.
Alright, alright.
They killed an American hero.
And hero.
An hero, mate.
An hero.
An hero.
An hero, mate.
An hero.
Are you guys friends
Yeah,
IRL
I'm,
or just friends online?
Actually just friends online.
We are IRL friends online. But just online. I don't think we've actually met in person
What
yet.
killed me? What
Oh
just
god,
hit me?
sniper. Alright, I'm trying to revive you guys.
There's a sniper on the building. He just one-tapped me.
Damn, RIP.
Yikes. Looks like we're going to the gulag, baby.
Really gulag. Let's do it.
Wait for your turn now.
Boom, boom, boom.
No, I'd say we're friends IRL. Lolid Snake
I
and I
met
have
Seth
met IRL.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I met Ichiban Basato once.
That was a good time.
We've almost met IRL SnakeCon.
We almost met IRL and then
Yeah.
COVID hit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are you in the gulag too, Misato?
Yeah, I'm just running around.
I think we're all in the gulag at this point.
Yeah, we all got killed pretty quickly.
Very-
Once we got out of the car, things did not work out well.
Never get out of the car. It's like the lesson
Next
that
up,
we,
mine got. Oh, okay, alright. Wait, so I can like tell you where they are, right?
You're done here.
Or like I can spectate or something? No, never mind. Alright, I'm up.
Teammate got a proper sorting.
Hey, I lived.
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Somehow.
Go back to the front line.
fuck.
Burned it.
Yeah.
Your teammate got a proper sorting.
Damn, we probably should have streamed something. Yeah.
Did we just stream
Probably
Among
should've-
Us? Do you guys have Among Us?
I do have a manga, so I was gonna say we should probably stream something at don't just like absolutely suck at. No, I mean I do like just
No, I think
do
this
like
is fine. I kind of like
I-
sucking at games.
no, me too.
honestly.
Actually, I'm fine with sucking, but I do want to just drive around in the SUV. That's the most fun thing to me, for sure. It reminds me a lot of high school.
I feel like a Grand Theft Auto 5 online would maybe be like a good thing for us to hang out in. Because that you literally can just vibe in. Like we could just get a car and just like cruise around.
Make for target
You know, the fake simp version of Los Angeles or whatever it's called. Gay City.
Have to avoid certain VTubing pitfalls associated with that game, though.
Oh yeah. We can't make people stay home.
Damn. You know, if we played GTA 5, we would spend the whole time on a roof shouting, "Stay home."
Stay home.
Damn.
Stay home.
Stay home. Stay
Stay home.
home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Stay home.
I found another funny.
Moving. They're targeting me.
Put 3 autists on a stream.
Out of my way. I'll drive.
Stay home.
One.
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 One. One. One. One. One. One.
One.
Fudge. One. One.
We really synced earlier.
Minecraft would also be chill. Yeah, we're both dead. You're just vibing, homie.
We're just like now, like you're like the Ghostbuster, and we're talking to you as like victims of like 9/11 from Beyond the Grave. One.
Yeah, we're both
One.
slimers.
Stay home.
One.
Go back and stay
One.
home. 1. 36.
Take
36.
him out.
36. Thank you, sidechain. 36. 36. 36. 6. 36. 36.
34.
I guess I probably should talk about.
That would be based to just.
We should just be playing. Honestly, we should just be playing. We should just. Has anyone in the stream played or sorry, in the comments played Yakuza Like a Dragon? We've been kind of obsessed with that game. That's probably what we should be streaming.
Yeah.
36.
Does that
36.
have co-op though?
No.
No, we just kind of be like. Yeah, it's just
Oh, okay. It is. Oh no.
If you,
I tried to run him over and he just shot me with an RPG. Oh wait, we got 20 somehow.
Okay, I'm being asked to talk about the numbers.
Should we
I think
play
the numbers are
again,
pretty-
or should we just do something to go to the spectrum?
We might want to go. Yeah, we might want to go to the hole at this point. I feel like we're getting fucked so hard that we might end up in a sort of compromised position, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, let's take it to the spectrum if we're okay with that.
Okay, good. Let me put my camera back on. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Fuck this stupid 90 gigabyte game.
Yeah, wow, I truly forgot how bad I am at that.
Alright, well, welcome to the spectrum. We're gonna open it up if anyone wants to call in now. Do we have like another voice channel? I guess we should make one.
Bump.
Alright, I'm going to talk a little bit about the numbers. So people have been curious about the numbers. I think the main place to start, I guess, is that you kind of just have to. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a question about calling in. So join our Discord if you want to call in and actually participate in the
Yeah,
show.
I'll post a. Let
Yeah.
me grab the URL for the disc and I'll post it in the chat. Give me 1 second.
Let's see. Okay, so I made codec public.
Oh, we should make a separate chat line so the codec is like just the operators. And then
I made it the spectrum.
We
I
should-
made a voice channel.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta stay in codec, right? So let's just do that for now.
You could always just move into the spectrum.
All right. Well, we'll just call this the spectrum. Do what you want. You're VJing. Leave it up to you.
We could just
Pen.
leave it in codec. It's fine.
So okay. So I've been asked about the numbers. The numbers are you basically get to the numbers by kind of paying attention. You don't kind of create the numbers. You sort of find them. It's a bit of a discovery. It's something that any scientist will be familiar with. Any mathematician will be familiar with. So if you're interested in the numbers, you start by like listening, right? So what happened with me, the way I actually discovered the fundamental Instagram intellectuals frequency tone was I was just posting, you know, and posting is often a good way to like get to fundamental truths. And in this case, what I did was I posted basically some screenshots, and what I noticed is that 36 likes, it just kind of kept coming up. I saw 36, and then I saw 36. I was like, that's a resonance. Posted it. I noticed that on the screenshot, I got another 36 likes, so it was a triple resonance of 36. Posted that again. Kind of kept going. And then it was brought to my attention that actually before this had happened, so it's kind of, you know, like you can kind of confirm that it's a real effect. The CIA had actually unfollowed Taylor Lorenz, that like weird journalist, if you want to.
We all know who Taylor
call him
Lorenz
that,
is.
yeah, CIA asset.
Come on.
Known CIA asset. They unfollowed after she'd been exposed, but they followed someone else, and it's unclear who they followed. But they went from 35 followers to 35 followers. So they unfollowed her, followed someone else. We don't know who the sort of mystery person was. Now the question is, did they unfollow her and then need to follow, like, did they need to follow someone else, right, to disguise the fact that they'd unfollowed her? Do they need to maintain 35? Or did they want to follow someone else, but they were terrified of getting 36 followers, right? Because if they got 36 followers, but we're getting 36 likes over and over, right? We're in this trap where Intellectuals keeps getting 36 likes, 36 likes, 36 likes. You know, everywhere you look, 36 on the Intellectuals meme page, all over the place. 36 is kind of just appearing. You know, you start to wonder, is that the fundamental sort of frequency tone of Intellectuals and Instagram? Clearly, the answer is yes. After a certain amount of times, it's kind of impossible to conclude otherwise.
It's interesting that like 35.
And then you see 35.
35 is like right next to 34.
And it's close to 34, but they're trying, they're trying so hard to avoid 36, right? They're trying really hard to avoid 36. What does it tell you? So think about 36, right? 36, it's the Intellectuals Instagram frequency tone, right? That's two actors. 36. What is 36 a square of? It's 6 and 6, right? What happens if you introduce a third actor operating on the 6? And that's really, if you want to break it down, that's really like kind of the eigenfrequency that we're operating on is 6 at the end of the day. But you kind of can't break it down further because it's Instagram Intellectuals. There's kind of a dual frequency tone that's going on there. So it's going to be squared. It's going to be 36. It's going to be 6 times 6. You bring in CIA. CIA is operating on our frequency tone. That's going to be a 666. We all know what that means. You know, I don't have to spell it out for you, but 666. They had to avoid that. So it's 35. They have to stay stuck there. Now, you know, Snake brings up an interesting point about 34. There's also some interesting stuff going on with 4, right? You look at 4, right? You look at 210, add 4 to each of those, and you get 814, which is Donnie Lido Day. So Donnie Lido Day, 814. Kind of an interesting day. That was yesterday.
Happy Donnie Lido Day, everybody,
Donnie Lido Day was yesterday. What happens? You add 1 to 814, you get 815. What's 815? 815 is today. What happened today? Kabul fell. What else happened today? We talked about Donnie Rumsfeld. What was yesterday? Donnie Lido Day. What was today? Donnie Rummy Day. Right? 2 Donnie days in a row. They're not quite equal. There's an increment operation, a decrement operation.
2 Donnie days.
2 Donnie days in a row. You know, and like I don't have to ask you who was president last year, but you know, good things come in 2s, bad things come in 3s. You know, depending on your perspective, sometimes that's inverted. So it's pretty clear there's an off by 1 error here. Someone's really trying to avoid stuff. You know, I mean, it's like you know, if you Google, I actually highly recommend everyone Google Mexican hat potential. Mexican hat potential. If you Google it right now, in fact, Cami, if you want to bring that up, I don't know, you might be interested in bringing it up on screen. Mexican hat potential. It's a sombrero. It's a little bit racist, actually. I don't agree with the phrasing, but Mexican hat potential. It's a little bit of an anachronism, and you know, it's like the retarded potential in physics. It's just what it is. It's just it's a term. It's a term people use. We don't necessarily agree with it. We don't necessarily think it's unoffensive, but it is what it is. So the Mexican hat potential. Imagine you're at the top of a sombrero, right? You go in any which way, right? You're going to roll down. You put a marble at the top of a sombrero. It's going to want to roll in any direction, right? It's perfectly balanced at the top, but as soon as it goes off in one direction, it's going to roll in that direction. So think about, and this is what we talk about with the Higgs field. That's what any physicist talks about with Higgs field. Forget about the Higgs field. I want you to take that Mexican hat and put a dimple in the top. Now it's a fedora potential. What do you think happens with the fedora potential? First of all, think about the fedora potential. It's not a top hat potential, right? It goes up and then it dips back down in the middle. That's called a ringing artifact. It's called Gibbs phenomenon. That actually happens whenever you take a low pass filter, I'm talking a sync filter, to a hard cutoff, to a heavy side function. And I don't mean heavy side because it's heavy and like intense, like, but it is. And that's not a coincidence either. You know, there's no coincidences here. But the heavy side function, you apply a sync filter, you take the low frequency cutoff, do a low pass filter on it. And what you're going to get is a ringing artifact. You're going to get, instead of a flat top, you're going to get a dip in the middle. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. We're seeing a Fedora potential is what I like to call it. And anyone who's sort of familiar with the implications of Fedora online will know that there's, again, not really a coincidence there. There's certainly meaning and significance to be claimed there, but it's a little beside the point. What I want to focus on is the Gibbs phenomenon. Gibbs phenomenon happens with a low pass filter, low frequency components. We have not unlocked the higher frequency components. We've only actually gotten, as far as I can tell, there's hints there might be other frequency tones that are kind of at play here, but we've gotten to the 36 frequency tone, the Instagram intellectuals frequency tone. And if you only have the low frequency components, you're going to get that ringing. You're going to get that dip. You're not going to get a flat. But here's the thing. What that's going to do is it's going to accentuate the differences. You're going to have lower lows and higher highs on either side of a big paradigm shift. By paradigm shift, I mean a step function. I mean a heavy side function. I mean a big change. I'm talking about a big change for the world. I'm talking about top hat potential. I'm talking about heavy side potential. And again, you apply a low fast filter to that, it becomes a Fedora potential. And so it shouldn't be any surprise to us that we see this resistance. That's just Gibbs phenomenon working itself out in a higher dimensional parameter space.
Right.
When we hit the 36 frequency tone, you're going to get bigger resistance because we haven't unlocked the higher frequency tones. And it's just what it is. We're not going to unlock them until we get over that bump. But at the same time, that bump is worse because we haven't unlocked.
The pressure is always closest to the jacuzzi jets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in a sense, it's kind of similar. It's not exactly a precise mathematical analogy like the ones I'm making, but it's maybe a good one to think about it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Though. You know what I mean.
Sure. It's fine.
Hey,
The layperson.
This is kind of. Hello, am I on the spectrum? First of all.
Yeah.
You're
Hello.
on the spectrum,
Hey,
bro.
you're on the spectrum.
Okay.
Jigglypuff, you're on the
First of all,
spectrum.
yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you have given me this time to talk, and I do have some important things to say. First and foremost, it's so suspicious to me that you're talking about this 36 resonance. You're following it close enough that you can you can detect when the CIA has stopped following Taylor Lorenz. We all know who Taylor Lorenz is. Obviously.
We all know Taylor.
But
everyone knows who Taylor Lorenz is. CIA knows. I can tell you that much.
right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Of course. She's an asset. But
well, we're not saying that. Wait a minute. We're not saying that.
Parody.
But continue. What
so,
you're saying.
I apologize. I thought this was a secure stream. You're announcing that you were at least on the ball enough to notice this instance of unfollowing. But I believe for a moment you had mentioned that there was an instance of refollowing, but you had not. Did I mishear?
No, you did, absolutely. Or you did not mishear. You heard correctly. It was 35. 35 was maintained as an invariant. Some kind of operation went through a simultaneous annihilation and creation operator in two different frequency spaces. One of those frequency spaces, Taylor Lorenz. The other one, unknown. In track. We're still trying to figure it out. But 35 was maintained as an invariant.
This unknown was the reduction in the follower count?
The unknown is who do they follow after unfollowing Taylor Lorenz?
How do you not know who they followed? This is vital. Were you asleep? Have you been asleep for the past 3 days?
We were. It's one of the darkest moments of my career as an admin was not tracking this, and I think it was it was a pattern I only saw in retrospect.
We accidentally roofied each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a full time. I mean, it's not. It can't be a full time job. Being an admin. Sometimes we gotta.
Yeah,
totally. We were just following orders. You know what I mean?
I'm getting good questions about phase shifting here and yes,
I understand.
Filter pulse. The Discord URL.
Yeah,
Why don't you guys post the Discord URL? Post the Discord URL.
Maybe our callers should give a little introduction about themselves. Dogstar, would you like to go first?
Hello, I'm Dogstar.
Hi Dogstar, how's it going? What's up?
Oh, I'm doing okay, except I have so much information in my brain that I feel like I'm gonna rip apart if I don't get it out on your stream.
That's how we feel.
I work for an organization called DWHF, and I cannot elaborate further.
No, I've heard of you guys. I will not elaborate further either.
I am a fan.
You do good
of
work. You do really
streams.
good work.
That's it. Thank you. It's hard, and I can't talk about it.
You shouldn't. I advise you not to.
Yeah.
Hey, other caller, you there, Gigolo Puff?
Yes, I am here. I live in fear. Get used to it. Don't ask, don't tell is my motto. I'm just happy to be a part of this this truth-seeking stream.
Great. Good stuff. I mean, it's interesting when you talk about numbers because I the world sort of seems, and maybe we should say this for another time, but I've been digging back into the Christery, and what I've come to understand about the Christery is that it's a whole lot more complicated and deeper than we even expected it could be. Let's start with the idea guys, right? The idea guys were able to MK Ultra Chris chant into believing that there is the entire universe is a cartoon, and that every single OC or creation that has ever been created exists somewhere on the multi-dimensional plane. And that they convinced Chris Chan that there would be a dimensional merge in which her universe and the current universe will coincide. And therefore, it's so insane to me. Snake, you're typing. Jesus. Oh my God, I gotta.
It's a mechanical keyboard.
As I would
What is
say,
that?
Please be patient. He has autism.
What are those? Buckling springs?
As I would
certainly aren't
say,
as quiet as Sopra Real Force.
What is that? An
capacitive
IBM?
rubber domes. Yeah.
as
Yeah,
I was
seriously?
saying, it's crazy.
Why don't you get a Matthias, formerly Alp's quiet click keyboard, or alternatively even better, a top rate keyboard, if you're serious about respecting your co-hosts.
Sorry, what was that stuff? Could you repeat that again? Could you repeat that one more time? Could you say that one more time, please?
I was saying, why can't you just get a top rate keyboard?
I'm sorry, well...
Alright, I'm gonna type equally loudly with my cherries, so... Sorry, two can play that game. It's just some of us actually respect our co-hosts. So.
Respectfully, y'all, as I was fucking saying,
just respectfully.
Oh my God.
Respectfully,
it's kind of crazy, right? When you think about Chris Chan being kind of MK Ultra, because you have to wonder, I think the way that people are going to be imprisoned is going to change. I think long term people are probably going to be
put in the gulag and they have to fight one-on-one for re-entry into society.
Yeah, they have to fight Chris Dorner.
It's going to be like Hunger Games, but who can cyberbully each other the most, then you get the food.
Exactly.
It's going to be one-on-one between incels and volcels, right? Kept in separate populations in each prison. And then
we've talked
statistics
about...
will be gathered about who does better.
I think the Volcells
decisions
are
will
doing
be made
inherently
based on
better,
us.
right?
Volcells, of
Well, I
course,
mean,
are going to do better.
what's power? What's stronger? A stronger emotion, horniness, or just anger and hatred?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've talked about this a little bit off stream, but Pinpin and Misato, y'all are both familiar with the Final Fantasy VII house, a little bit, right?
Yeah, you're more of an expert.
Oh, yes, I'm also quite aware of the Final Fantasy VII house. Yeah.
Because I feel like there's some kind, there's definitely an overlay with the whole Chris Chan saga, specifically with the Idea guys, and the FF7 house, because they're both sort of situations where internet culture sort of merges with sort of like bespoke spiritualism, specifically like about like the whole phenomenon of like alternate dimensions, like as like a means for like intellectual properties from like different corporations to like actually exist like in like a metaverse or whatever. But it's like interesting that that's like such like a common phenomenon at this point.
It also, if you go on forums like or like chans like Wizard Chan, places where people are really talking extensively about their waifus, you'll start to get into like an esoteric aspect to it, where they're
Yeah.
researching like divination methods in attempts to, have a more bi-directional sort of communication with the waifu of choice.
We should
Yeah,
watch this
totally.
video in a second though about Chris Chan ghost hunting because um,
Well,
there's this video where like some like I guess it's hard to tell whether they're like a YouTuber trying to steal clout from Chris Chan or a true historian, but they invite Chris Chan to go ghost hunting, and this is like 2017, 2018, so this is post idea guys. And what's kind of crazy is that like there's a moment where they're driving back in a car and they ask Chris Chan to like go into the other dimension, and she like fully does it and it's like starts communicating
oh
like
wow.
kind of like a weird like it's like this weird like intersection between like a seance and like cartoons.
The only type of
Whoa.
intersectionality I care about is intersection between the separate dimensions containing Sonichu and myself.
I mean,
The only separate dimensions that I care about are the dimensions between my bussy and your bussy.
The only dimensions I care about are the higher dimensional space in which we can examine the Fourier space of the Instagram intellectuals frequency tones that you guys interrupted me about to talk about Chris John.
On the note of like a cartoon world esoteric seance type thing, are you familiar with Randy Stair?
no, who's right?
No.
That was the individual who went on a shooting spree, I think in a grocery store, but was motivated to do it because they had like a whole mythology they had created around characters from, I think, Danny Phantom.
Oh hell
And
yeah.
yeah, Randy Stair eventually came to like the belief that if they had killed themselves in this sort of sacrifice, like mass murder / suicide, that they would get reincarnated as like one of these clones of a ghost girl from like the character Ember in Danny Phantom.
Oh, I have heard about this.
Yeah,
I
I can
recognize
throw
this
you
guy
the
now.
video. Yeah.
Let's throw that up.
Sorry,
DJ,
I'm
can we put
smoking.
that
1
up?
second.
Oh.
I'm smoking.
He's pretty hot.
I think he's cute. Yeah.
Pinpin, you should just do fucking dip like I do when we're on stream.
Dipping is.
Are you dipping?
Yeah, I'm dipping.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm dipping.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
of dipping.
I might be
on
dipping.
stream.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
I'm thinking I'm dipping. People keep asking me if I'm dipping, and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm dipping.
It's called I do a little dipping.
We do a little dipping around here.
Well, you don't, and that's why you can't fucking VJ it.
Okay, I'm back.
You.
All right,
You
wait,
dipping
wait,
now?
Send me the link.
Wait, you dipping? Yeah, we dipping.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
thinking
yes,
I'm
yes.
dipping.
I'm thinking we're dipping.
This video is like almost an hour long, so
Perfect.
feel free to just play like some of the intro of that.
Nope, we have the rest of the stream all planned out now.
We have no respect for our time or our viewers' time.
Yeah.
I mean, that much is true.
I would like to apologize to all of our viewers for not having tried playing Call of Duty Warzone before we get on the stream.
I think we just never do that again. I think we agree to just never What a mistake.
Yeah.
No, I think we should
Our
do video games, but we
viewership-
should just
our
do ones that we're like
viewership
competent
plummeted. Our viewership has plummeted from just being bad at a video game.
Oh man, it's so funny too because I was thinking like, man, it's probably not. I was thinking it's probably not going to be too popular because like I feel like anyone who tuned in for the first stream who was like psyched on it would be like, why are they just playing Warzone? And
It's like
then,
talking about
imagine the
Rumsfeld.
well, imagine the double disappointment of being like, all right, well they're streaming Warzone, but it's fucking eating shit.
I've had enough of this putrid family. And
Yeah, I hope you're ready for like a heavy video. Yeah.
Kind of tension.
Yeah, let's go. We need something heavy.
I mean, I'm playing it right now.
Okay.
Oh wait, I should change the video. Sorry, wait, let's restart this.
I'm glad I'm the only person left on the stream. That's good.
I think. Ooh. I think like Mystery Science Theater it a little bit.
That's kind of what. Oh yeah, wait. Here we go. Okay, let's put it all the way to the top. This music is so horrifying.
I love how quickly these title cards are going.
I can't.
I think there's like a there's a lot we can learn about YouTube production from this.
I mean, I can read it all, but I have a very high IQ, so I'm very good at like reading quickly.
You do actually have to have a very high IQ to watch
Welcome
Mother
to a new
Based.
kind of tension,
Yeah, you definitely do. At least like 250.
where everything isn't meant to be okay. Television dreams of tomorrow, not the ones who are meant to follow.
Are these Green Day lyrics?
To argue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All across the world.
Can you put our Abbeys back over it?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And soon, we'll bring in
I don't
even
know how to
newer
process something if I don't see myself
planet.
reacting to it in real time as an anime character.
Eternal war will cause devastation
Oh my
beyond.
god, he just has
imagining.
Pixar
And all
posters.
souls are fair
in his
game.
room.
Just you wait. It ramps
BGS will rule
up.
the world, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Hell yeah.
This is what all our rooms look like. Average, least autistic, Mother-based admin.
Oh no! Oh no!
Holy shit!
Oh no! Oh no! What are you doing?
Why does he have like the socks with like the shotguns like
This
wrapped in
editing is
film
like
though,
actually,
after he
this
does
editing
this?
is good. This is great editing. I'm not gonna lie.
It is really good. This is movie magic. Eisenstein would be proud.
He didn't wear shoes though. It's a gaff. That's a blooper.
Okay, that's a blooper. That's a continuity error.
That's a continuity error.
Also, it's
That's gonna get an 8 out of 10 from me, Chief.
it's also a blooper that he like likes the Beatles.
That's easily the cringiest poster in the room.
Like MLB. Alright. Madison Hill, I'm glad you like the fit pick ratings. Get in the chat.
Remember when we played Call of Duty and we lost like 3/4 of our viewership?
We did. It's so funny because our Instagram following tripled today.
Yeah.
And our viewership thing.
Incredible transition. Incredible. Oh, here
Yeah,
we go.
I was
baby.
like,
Whoa. Oh my god. Wow.
damn, we need to get them on the screen.
The waves keep on crashing on me for some reason.
Oh my god.
This is our streaming
Your
setup.
love keeps on coming
This
like
is,
a
again, this is what our rooms look like.
Come here a little closer, 'cause I wanna see you, baby, real close up. You got me feeling hella good, so let's just keep on dancing.
Alright, let's skip ahead. Skip ahead a little bit. This is like,
There's like a full montage of the song.
it's still going.
There's about to be a cartoon. Yeah, after like this segment, then you can do whatever.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if it wasn't clear, he actually like did this after.
Wait,
Like,
he
went out
did?
into the world and
Yeah.
Dedicated to
went
the
out and
fans.
killed people.
Wait.
Eric Harris,
Wait.
Dylan Klebold.
Wait, hold up. He put cringe in this though. I'm posting this. I'm posting this right here. He posted fucking cringe. So
Wait, is this
like
up
the
on
fucking
YouTube?
girl. So the fucking girl in that like image, she's like aiming through like a reticle, but she has the wrong eye fucking closed. So this dude fucked up. This is fucking stupid.
It's really embarrassing. His KD ratio IRL was probably really bad.
It's probably as
Based
bad
on
as
that, I'm
us
gonna
playing
assume that.
Warzone.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that he like had a very low KD ratio when he actually went out there.
Good lord.
That's
As
pretty
the late
embarrassing,
Eric
to be
Harris
honest.
once
Good
said,
catch, Nick. Good
I
catch.
hate the fucking world. What an inspiration. Would have killed to have met the guy. I think we would have connected on so many levels.
This world makes me sick. All of you little fuckers are just a waste of space. Tell me.
Who do you get to
what it is
voice
live in a world where you
this
can't
lady?
have everything you truly want.
I'm
just wanna be
assuming
free.
probably somebody off of like
I don't see why
a
that's so much to
like one of those like
ask.
weird
I mean,
like
do you really honestly believe that you
Like
can
Fiverr
start
apps or
a
something?
Yeah.
profession,
Yeah.
get married, maybe have a couple
Yeah,
of
the
kids,
text at the
maybe
beginning was
learn
him
from
complaining
mistakes
that people
die
were dropping out of
accomplished?
the project that he had hired.
Boy, do you have a lot to learn, my friend.
Elderly pissed me off more than
God,
you
that's
do.
awesome.
Shit
All hours of the
really lurks around in the shadows of your everyday life. Bitch! Shut your mouth, you goddamn whore!
Hey, Andrew! I heard you like to print out girls' Facebook pics and jizz on their faces!
I can just like imagine this guy's like kind of final thoughts, just being like, posting this being like, what a good video I made. I wonder if Mother Base will stream parts of it in the future.
My semen taste in your mouth!
how does my semen taste in your mouth?
It's giving like fucking like 1999 so aggressively.
Bloody tampon in your sandwich!
I mean, he's watching us right now. Watch this on Mother Base.
Damn, we keep down selecting our viewership. The people who are down for the, one of the people who is down to watch us Otaku College is not down for this.
Wait, are we still hemorrhaging?
We just dropped one more.
Alright. You can can it. I have gotten my point across. Whatever my point was.
No, that's amazing.
That's really based. Wow.
It's comparable to.
Just a lot of lore there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Totally, a shitload of lore.
have you guys seen the new Chris Chan video where Chris Chan is being arrested and Chris Chan just like basically like speaks like nonsense for like 5 seconds? So, like just says gibberish.
Yeah, that was pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, put it up, throw it up.
It's like I don't want to hear your spin on this. I just want to see the arrest video. Oh, I guess this is it.
The cop just wipe his hand on him?
You know when they, you know, they hide knife.
I think they've had a.
You just get too far ahead.
Like, sure.
It's happened.
The cop just.
When are they gonna?
I will say that her voice training is very good.
No, I mean the chat in the with.
Yeah. Can't see it.
Oh, you.
I like that. Whatever. Oh my God, this
You know.
this channel has like a. This channel has a Sneed Feed and Seed themed Groiper Abby. Based.
I mean, it's just it's kind of insane because like it seems like it's unclear as to how these like proceedings are gonna go with Chris Chan. Like, do you think Chris Chan is gonna go to prison?
I
Isn't Chris Chan in prison right now? Like,
They're probably in jail, like being held. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Right. Jail versus prison. Fair enough.
I feel like she'll probably end up in like an asylum, right?
I mean, like, hopefully. I mean, it's like, yeah, very fucked up story. They like.
Yeah.
I feel like any competent like attorney should be able to be like they clearly are like victims of like online harassment to like an like unbelievable, unprecedented degree, and does not interact well with them having a you know, like clear like predisposition towards like not being able to like understand like the distinction between like reality and like fantasy, etc., 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 etc. So, but I like don't know if she'll actually get like a
yeah, he seems like a totally different person to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if the judge rules that everyone who ever looked at kiwi farms is going to go to jail for this because we're responsible and we're the monsters?
We should all be in jail for this.
I mean,
yeah, at least we should get like fines or something, like a fine, or like you're not allowed to like buy gas in Virginia anymore or something like that.
I thought it was an interesting part of the saga that like Kiwi Farms was largely supporting her, or at least like Null was, right? Like helping her.
Yeah, totally.
We were talking about this last time, how it's like interesting how like I feel like a lot of people who like tormented her like grew up a bit and were like repentant in some way, and we're like, oh, like obviously you've been treated like worse than almost anyone in history, like on the internet. So they've gotten kind of like they've like shifted from trolls to being like consummate historians, and like that's kind of like an interesting like redemption arc for some of the participants.
I mean, yeah, but still, I don't know if it redeems them.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say it redeems them like that. Except maybe in God's kingdom. Damn, I'm glad we don't have my like YouTube recommendations up, because they're all just like VTuber like videos. It's all stuff like it's like VTuber stuff. It's like that rare weapons guy. It's stuff about like, oh man, wait, there's actually this really good clip I should send you.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like streaming, HoloLive, and like guns and.
Me too. Well, I also have some. Hold on, let me pull it. I have this great one that's like, it's like possibly. Actually, I do want to talk about it.
I'm the
Let me
Joker,
pull this.
baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. Wait, let me pull up this one that's it's like actually
I'm
one of
the
the
Joker,
most
baby.
amazing videos I've ever seen. Okay, so I have stuff like
Should we just watch this video on Randy Stare? There's probably a down the rabbit hole on them.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm posting something to the interrogation room. I want you to click that link. I think you're really gonna like the way it looks.
I think you're gonna like the way you look.
I'm one of the
I
30
can
AI
guarantee it.
voices from Speechalo, and I'm powered by the latest text-to-speech technology.
There are 10
Wait.
fighter jets.
Pin, I guarantee you you're gonna like what I posted better.
Oh, I put it on.
You know, Top Gun flying fighter jets that you can buy as a private individual for sale right now.
There's a fighter jet that's as low as $35,000.
Just watch this guy's delivery.
Coming in at the cheapest by far is the Aero L29. You can get these things all day for, here's one listed at $35,000. This is definitely the cheapest one. I don't know if there's something wrong with it or what, but this fighter jet's cheaper than my Cherokee. I've seen these things listed all the time for $150,000, $200,000, flying, good condition, nice paint, and the whole bit. So this is definitely where it's.
Do they work? Are these like functional planes, or are you gonna end up with like a fucked up plane?
The L29
I think they're just crappy planes.
Came out in '54 as a trainer. You gotta, baby steps. You get out of the little Cessna 150s, and then you step into this bad boy, and then you start training for your real bombers.
Yeah, just like, oh, you're still flying a Cessna?
It'll get you about 500 nautical miles, and it has rated
Start training.
Yeah, that's gonna get you about 500 nautical miles.
Yeah, it's definitely on the lighter side of a jet trainer. So, you know.
Not that impressed.
35,000, but not that impressed.
Super surprising to me that looks pointy and fast, and is
Pointy and
relatively,
fast.
I think, cheap. It's still
Pointy and fast, ladies and germs.
is the
Pointy
Aero
fast.
L39 Albatross.
Should we
That's
just
how
watch that?
people
Should we
would
just watch the
describe my
Evangelion
genitals in
movie?
the locker room.
I just watched that. It was great. That's what I did right before.
Was it good?
I gotta go to bed in a little bit, otherwise I would.
You guys joke about having autism, but you don't want to watch this guy's video. He makes some great Biden cracks later on where he talks about
Aero
freedom.
L39 Albatross is a high-performance jet trainer developed in Czechoslovakia by
Ooh.
Czechoslovakia.
And designed during the 60s to replace the L29. It is primarily a trainer aircraft, but still, it looks like a fighter jet. And it was exported to pretty much every place in the world. For this bad boy, you're looking at a two-seater aircraft. Because it's trainer, it's meant to have the student and instructor. 7,600 pound empty weight, 10,000 pound max weight. We've got a turbofan engine putting out just under 4,000 pounds of thrust, so yeah, it's a little light on that. It's also a little light on the speed, 400 knots. That's still pretty fast, but for a fighter jet, I'm expecting a little something extra. We're looking at 590 nautical mile trip, which would not even make my trip unless I had the
Masada is just like cracking up in the corner.
4,000.
While the rest
Yeah.
of us are just watching this with a straight face.
Alright.
This guy is like such a hero because he'll recommend you like planes that are actually baby planes that you gotta fight with like your dad, right? You know, driving with you, but they actually look fucking sick. So everyone, like all the girls at your high school will think you're so cool.
You'll finally lose your virginity for only $35,000.
Yeah, this like maneuverability is like insane. It's like wild.
You could have a fighter jet.
Wait, what do you mean you have to fight with your dad?
Well, I mean, when you're engaging in like dog fights, right? Yeah, that was a trainer plane, I believe. So your dad has to be flying it with you.
Oh, I thought you were like your dad is flying another plane,
Okay, all right,
and
okay.
you're
Now
fighting.
this is actually a real fighter jet. This is an F-86 Sabre.
1952 North American F-86, and this is definitely got the FU-201.
Yeah, the livery could be a little better, right?
His delivery's amazing. I like wish I was this artistic.
I just wish that there was some like, you know, like etchy drawings on it that they had like lifted off of Danburu.
Saber.
I'm kind of conflicted about it because this is like so pure.
Yeah.
As far as like as far as like
subsonic or supersonic, it's a transonic fighter jet from North.
Transonic.
Oh, we're looping back around.
What a good Christian! What a good Christian callback.
That's a great break.
That's what we call a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
Subscribe and like.
Fighter aircraft of the
Okay.
Yeah, sonic, supersonic, and transonic.
I would say
Wait, the
transonic.
channel's called Jimmy's World.
Yeah.
American aviation are the same people who made
This is like one of the best videos I've ever seen.
iconic P-51 Mustang
Jimmy will never eat
during World
world.
War II. And then after the war, the Navy wanted the first fighter, which was the
Alright.
F-1 Fury.
Should we just wrap up the
And it was
stream?
basically a straight wing derivative.
I guess I'm gonna just keep watching this after we go off, but okay.
I mean, we can keep going. I don't know.
Can you do like a slow, like how much time is there left on this video? Can you 25 minutes? Can you just do a slow, like 25-minute opacity from 100 to 0, so that it by the time it gets to the end of the video, it's on 0, and you just let this slowly fade out?
I don't know if I can modulate that, but that's a great idea.
I mean, ideally, everyone would stop talking so we could hear his like wisecracks about like environmentalism and like Biden concerned about like the exhaust from these planes.
And
But
Vietnam.
Can you also key out us over the course of the 25 minutes? We just get quieter and quieter, and this video gets louder as it gets darker.
make it laugh louder and darker.
Anyway,
And make it louder and darker.
Yeah, make it louder and darker.
1,200 rounds.
And that's what I call Italian. That's what I call Sicilian. Louder and darker.
Loud and dark, right?
Other jets were being made.
I'm Sicilian.
Fighters were being made across
Hey,
our,
congratulations. Hey,
the
welcome,
enemies
Queen
and
Breaker.
allies. It quickly-
Hey, I'm talking loud and darker.
Congratulations.
I'm talking. Congratulations. You managed to make it through 2 extremely alienating rounds of mother-based content.
Oh no.
Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations.
You're
Congratulations.
all gonna get some more on your chest for this. I guarantee you, no one who's made it this far is gonna have to pay Patreon for perks in this channel.
Yeah, you definitely like made it to the octopus badge in the Discord.
I live for it. I'm just here to earn ranks, baby.
A4.
Yeah, as well you should.
It's pretty legit plane.
I'm just waiting for the issuance of
Pretty
like
legit
mother
plane.
base token, so I can get some like sick APY on that investment.
Yeah, we're planning on releasing a bunch of NFTs because we do expect to be demonetized by all the anti-terrorism algorithms.
Yeah, we will not be able to make any money off of YouTube because of how often we played the Taliban theme song.
We did have to get rid of we had the ISIS theme song on like a lot of content we posted to Instagram today that got shadow banned.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was fucked up and
from offshore carriers. The Skyhawk has completed
Bubba banned.
You just have to like deep fry it, slow it down, speed it up, make it like algorithm proof.
It's a good
Yeah, we'll do like chop and screwed remixes of the ISIS theme song.
Yeah, Nightcore it and put some donks on it.
Yeah.
Put a donk on it.
Put like a SpongeBob episode, like low opacity over beheading video, and it should be fine.
With like the
You can buy 255 grand. That is pretty good. According to this thing right here.
Absolutely. No, exactly. That's that's good advice. We were I was just trying to be authentic to my true self, and so I was playing the ISIS unadulterated theme song. But I think it's a good point. I have to not just I have to take it beyond, what it is and what my respect for the medium is, and I have to like add my own kind of creativity to it. And I think that's a good point. I gotta put a dunk on it.
Right, and I think you need to find your like market niche, right? Like you don't want to be just another like run-of-the-mill gore Instagram, right? You
No,
need to get kind of funky with it.
I think our niche is like people who like would like desperately like to like make friends in New York, but like they like are like just like way too bad at social interaction, and
Yeah.
they really
What I really love about it is the
their social anxiety is too high. They really like to watch videos
Yeah.
like this one.
Yeah, really like don't feel motivated at all to like leave their house on their weekends, so they just end up staying home and watching like MMA videos. Yeah.
sometimes a rocket or a bomb just for testing. But it ultimately ended up just being a two-seater.
Is this bad?
The
Is it
admins
bad
don't
to
have a
be
lot
like
of
this?
well, the admins just don't have a lot of friends, and this is we're just mainly trying to make friends. We have like, a few friends. I mean, like, spoiler alert, like most of the people on the spectrum right now are our friends. So thank you for being on the spectrum with us.
Anytime, yeah. Because I'm also a hermit in New York that is going like increasingly insane, which is why I know like any of the things I was talking about tonight.
Oh, if to all hermits in like the greater New York area, if you do ever want to hang out IRL, I would be down. So just hit me up.
Yeah, taking advantage of
If
that.
you
We're gonna hit 6 million viewers soon, and that's gonna be monetized, baby. And I'm talking NFTs,
Yeah.
I'm talking tokens, I'm talking Uniswap,
Yeah.
I'm talking token walk, I'm talking all kinds of crazy crypto technology. I'm talking big
Yeah.
gas fees for it too, so don't even think about like lowballing us. You're gonna break.
Yeah.
You try to low.
500 pounds.
It's gonna cost a lot of money if you don't. You either gotta like prove like the like social defects now by watching like airplane reviews with us, or you gotta pay like through the nose, like truly.
Has a range of 1,000.
Yeah, these things are going to be costing thousands of dollars just to mint. Like, just to mint.
Just to mint it. Yeah, seriously. It's going to be like,
Just to mint it.
I mean, once we release our proof of post algorithm, it's like seriously over Fugos.
One thing that I forgot to like Photoshop today, but that I thought would have been very funny for the stream, was just to like Photoshop like a bunch of like Taliban dudes like standing in front of like a Metal Gear that they've like reclaimed from the U.S. military. Like after we like vacated Afghanistan.
I think it's a good sign. I think it's a good indication of how fucking stupid we are that we spent all day making content that boosted our Instagram following by like threefold, and then we spent zero time playing Call of Duty and figuring out if it was actually funny.
Yeah, like learning like how to like be good at it or anything. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it would be like very funny.
I have no idea how that game works.
Like a bunch of like Taliban dudes just like standing in front of like Metal Gear Rex.
Damn, maybe we should just make a meme page and call it Intellectuals 5.
Yeah, we should make a meme page.
I feel like we might be better at that.
Speaking of the Taliban, is Lord Miles still alive? Has anyone gotten a ping from him?
We saw that. Okay, so we saw that message. I don't know if you saw it. It was in main chat on Discord, but it was
Yeah, on the helipad.
It sounded like not good, but I also don't know if that was trolling, because if I was going to Afghanistan, I would absolutely post a troll post like that.
It sounded like...
Yeah.
We need to get him up in the chat, because like the only person more autistic than someone trying to sell you planes is someone who like goes to Afghanistan.
For fun. For lols.
For lol. To post on 4chan.
It sounded like he was just freaking out in a UN safe house, so unless he like went like fused out of there, then I feel like he's probably doing alright. But I don't know. See what happens to this guy.
Hey, we're all rooting for you, Miles.
Yeah, shout out.
Ich bin Miles.
So the show you
Ich bin ein
Ich bin
Mailänder.
ein Miles.
Ich bin ein Mailänder.
We are all Miles. Really.
Sono tutti Miles.
Mr. Taliban, tear down this Miles.
Mr. Taliban. Ich bin ein Miles Linner. Man, it's so fucked up. We get like we literally we get posts taken down for just having the word Taliban in it. Never mind that it's saying innocuous stuff like we surrender to the Taliban.
It was not like we support the Taliban or anything. I mean, it's
Read
hard
between the lines, but you know, like
yeah, it's hard to be critical of a bunch of guys that seem to just be having such a good time right now.
It's hard to be. You look at them; they're all smiling. I mean, actually, it is interesting.
They're dancing around like the president's palace. They're just like having a ball.
I will say it's funny because like I feel like the Taliban marketing is like very similar to like U.S. Pepsi marketing, and so I think if you like grow up in the U.S. and you're like, man, this is like a Pepsi ad, like everyone's smiling. You see like the modern like Taliban photos, and you're like, everyone's smiling. This is like good. This is wholesome. You know, it's like. Whereas like in the USSR, they're used to like recognizing that if people are smiling for no reason, it's mental illness.
Right.
What are you diagnosing the Taliban with right now?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually not.
You have to
diagnose.
I'm diagnosing the Taliban with BPD, big pussy disorder.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's the Taliban?
Brapping PogChamp disorder.
My high school girlfriend had that. It's actually really tragic.
Man, R.I.P.
The only tragic thing about that is that it's not still your girlfriend.
Chris Chan Joker style trailer. This sounds pretty good.
Whoa.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Christian Weston Chandler from Rutgers, Virginia. My mother
That's how he says
and my
this-
father.
that's how he says
are both
Rutgers,
really
though?
nice, old-fashioned type people. I was
You learn
diagnosed
something
with
new every day.
bipolar autism, and I
Are those
lived
shotgun
a
shells?
somewhat rough life. Some of the teachers and principals, they abused me by pinning me to the ground. Every detail on that heinous page against me is all a pack of lies. I want everything about my house off the internet! Now, 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 now!
You see me smile because I'm smiling.
And I want you to back off my friends and come face me man to man.
Leave me and my friends alone! Back the fuck off! Oh, we are going to have so much fun together when you and I are together.
We're broken up, you jerk. Hope you jerks are happy.
Is that the 9/11
To your fear and sorrows.
This message is for everyone of the present and the future beyond this date.
We're told the fire started in a first floor bathroom but got quickly out of control. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Smile.
What you do was exactly what Sonic the Hedgehog, a cartoon, and listen to what Sonic said.
Don't call anybody.
Yeah, this is cinema.
My mother, my father!
Pure Kino, baby.
Kino, bitch.
I am it! If I like to try, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
No, Chris, don't do it. What? Who would win? Joker face Chris or black face Chris?
Oh, blackface Chris for sure.
You just
When was that from? Oh, that's not that old. It needs a revamp.
When you bring me on stage, can you introduce me as Christian? Oh
Man, it's also kind of it's interesting like looking at Chris because like on the one hand you feel like tremendous like sorrow for like how they've been treated she's been treated, but you also feel like tremendous like jealousy about how like you'll never be that good of a poster.
Honestly.
I mean, I'm not kidding. It's like all we talked about last time.
Chris Chan is one of the best posters of all time.
Chris Chan is mother based.
Based on what?
That he is.
What?
Wait, what?
Based mother. Based mother.
True story.
Chris Chan is devilified.
He's venomized at this point.
Venomized Chris Chan.
Venomized, Jokerfied.
I just watched some Hoshu Moraine videos.
Am I the only one who fantasizes that like he's gonna get like she's gonna get like a folksy judge, who's like super wizened, like something out of like To Kill a Mockingbird, like an Atticus Finch type judge?
Well, back in my day, we did have segregation, but we did understand that if someone is abused that hard on the internet, there's certain exceptions. If a lady is
back in my day in 2003.
Sonic did have white arms, not blue arms.
Back in my day, 2015, we did understand Sonic did have white arms. And the other thing we understood, even though we were racist as hell, back in 2015, we did anybody. This judge is a like young millennial, like Zoomer custom.
Yeah.
Back in my, I do have, bisexual. Like she does identify as bisexual.
Back when I knew Chris Chan.
It just evolves into a whole like 12 Angry Men type situation where one powerful individual was willing to defend Chris Chan's honor.
Wow, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Should we just do a reboot of 12 Angry Men except from the Chris Chan?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
Why not?
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
It's like 12 Christorians in a room, like arguing, like if you look at Chris Chan apology video, April 13th, 2010. Oh man.
My girlfriend keeps telling me to be quiet. This is the intermediate zone where you're
Linkara discusses. You don't have to click on that, but I'm bewildered.
Oh my god, this energy. Holy shit.
I'm straight, goddammit. Please announce that I have finally got through the homosexuals' thick skulls that I am straight and I do not care for their kind. His
average intellectuals admin.
And vulgar fanfiction of my Sonic character, but he plays off of my past
least homophobic mother-based poster. Least in denial mother-based poster.
He is not to be trusted, and his comics are not to be read. God damn it! You're ticking me off.
That's a killer shirt. That looks very good. I would wear that.
But I'm still a good individual human being.
Drip.
I would have him a psychic link within my psychic powers, frozen in time.
Like these are all like baby.
And then I would put him in the jail cell. I would have them executed.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Right in hell.
Wait, who is she executing?
Go quietly into the night with heavy heart.
Us, dear reader.
Good consent.
Semblable mon frere.
I remember
I wish we could do like a Google Maps like interior walkthrough of Chris Chan's house.
We might be able to at some point. It'll probably get put on Zillow.
That would be a very good like a VR chat world.
A virgin.
Wait, we should search VR chat world for that.
We have to go to the Chris Chan estate sale.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, imagine how insane that's gonna be. Imagine how many Christorians.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is how the cops.
Gonna pop for
I
like
like.
100K.
I was losing my mind about
Jesus.
how like I was losing my mind about how like the police were looking for Christian, and there were like 50 Christorians on like the Reddit who independently found her car, and were just like taking pics of it, like, hey, look, me in front of Christian's car.
Also, surely the technology exists. Like, there's enough video evidence of like her house from so many different angles that you could probably start to put together a decent portion of it.
Yeah, just like content aware Chris out of the photos. And then you just walk around this house that has the ghost of Christian in it. Just as outline.
It'd be funny because certain zones that had only been photographed a few times would have like a Chris-shaped like outline like blocking them.
Just
Yeah.
a Chris.
Confronted by this specter.
Confronted by the specter of Chris, we are forced to recognize. Oh man, this is a really bad like Herzog impression.
That was Werner Herzog? No. You gotta start with the bear. You gotta start with the bears. The bears eats the man, but Timothy Treadwell. And then you just riff. I'm trying.
He tries to be his own self.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Who's talking now? That's good.
The Sonichu looks upon him with so much disgrace and rage. I can't do him for long.
Looks at him. I would like to see the Sonichu.
I like Sonichu, but I like him against my better judgment.
One of my other
I think
ideas was to.
I think we should just reduce this show to us doing impressions of people, because I feel like that's always the most fun I have. Is just like bad impressions of like Werner Herzog or like.
Your impressions are not bad. I can't do it. I can't do it long. I can't even do it. I can't even reference the impressions.
One of my other like bad like movie ideas was actually to do a film where because of like extenuating circumstances, Werner Herzog and Slavoj Žižek become like sheriff deputies in like a small town in like Wyoming, and like most of the movie is just them like debating about like how like perverse and farcical like the entire situation is. Like they're like both completely like aware of just like how stupid it is that they're like in the situation in the first place, but they're like having to deal with like like liquor store robberies and like normal like small town like shit like that, but they're just like arguing with each other about like if they should like actually like interact with like the crimes that are being perpetrated around them. But I wanted the movie poster to just be like an airbrush like image of like them like going over like a hill in like a police cruiser wearing like the cowboy hat style like sheriff's deputy hats.
You're just describing True Detective season 8.
I like that. This sounds like a mashup between like Strawsec and My Dinner with Andre, which is
yeah. Well, I can't remember it fully, but I feel like the way in which like they would like the basis for like most of their arguments would be that like Zizek would like think that they needed to just sort of like fully embrace like the perversity of being like law enforcement officers. Whereas like Herzog would want to retain like an ironic distance from it and not actually like engage in like their surroundings actively, and just sort of like like be a police officer but not actually like
the testimony went on forever.
Yeah, I am like content to be an officer of the law, but I refuse to extend my antagonism any further into the situations that we find ourselves any more than we have to. or something like that. Whereas like Zizek just like would completely just like want to be like, oh no, I want to shoot somebody. Like if I'm a cop, I should definitely I'm eating out of the trash can of ideology. I'm just gonna like fucking like shoot somebody with this like fucking Desert Eagle that I got when they deputized us.
Yeah, to know what it is to take a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a deep fake. That'd be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Look at this. You can go see an Evangelion in VR chat.
Wait, is that Hololivers in the Evangelion world? Wait, is that Pekora? Wait. Is that Pekora and the Hololivers in the... If I could go to a world that... Bye, Mom.
Who is like that face on like the Bye Mom meme? Is that Yao Ming?
Dude, this is the deep autist who like will form like the like core mother-based viewership. It's like someone who makes the VR chat like Eva / Hololive
Evangelion convention.
It's like okay, it's like it's like like the like capitalism Japan meme. That's me when I see like the Marvel character universe like overlap, and I'm like, man, you can't just throw all these characters together and then like you put on like the VR chat like Evangelion Hololive crossover world, and I'm like, so based. I mean, like that's me, like.
Yeah, getting into your harem where you can be fucking like Ava 01 and like Nanachi and like Amelia Watson all at once.
Yeah, where you can be where Misato and Marine are like Hoshin Marine are just like chilling together and like getting arrested for indecency together.
Totally. I think I need to sign off soon because I have work in the morning. But
I'm done to keep chatting. I don't care.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
We've already reduced it to the most
the most based
friend, the most based friends.
Yeah.
Based signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. Gomennasai. Arigato.